Welcome to Education in Focus. I'm Eliana Kernodle. The Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression released a free speech ranking for uh, U.S. colleges. Joining me to tell us more about this is the Center Square's Esther Wickham. To some people's surprise, the best ranked college is actually a college in California. Tell us a little bit about this report and how different colleges fared.
Yeah, thanks, Eliana. So, as you said, FIRE released this is their sixth annual college free speech rankings report, which surveyed a bunch of students on various college campuses, specifically 250 American colleges with a range of almost 68,000 students and their responses, specifically on free speech topics. So the survey highlighted a clear decline in support for free speech among all students. And so, yes, it is very surprising to see California schools, specifically California Claremont McKenna College, which is located in Southern California, to rank number one. Looking at the survey, there were multiple different questions on students' thoughts when it comes to free speech, controversial issues, speakers, various speakers coming onto college campuses, and the survey found that all students on either side of the political aisle showed a strong and deep unwillingness to face controversial ideas. So even the top ranking school in this report got only a B minus, and the rest of the colleges, ranging from the top 10, top 15 schools that were the most supportive of free speech, got C's and C minuses. Out of the 257 colleges, 166 of those schools got a grade of F. So you can see this trend, not only California schools but other schools across the country. Students are slowly becoming more weary of free speech on college campuses. The survey specifically asked students of the ideas of openness, self-censorship, the comfort in expressing ideas, among other categories. And in that survey, it noted that 71% of students, so a majority of students, believe that it's acceptable to shout down a speaker that is on a college campus, and 53% of students believe that the Israel Palestine conflict is too sensitive to discuss. So, looking among other things, there were other questions and other categories talked about, but those are the two mainly to highlight, saying that this is not just a political argument. This is students across college campuses, and even Claremont McKenna College, which is known to have a strong, conservative department and students that run a conservative news outlet there, the Claremont Independent. We see that there is still a sense of self censorship, a sense of students not feeling able or open to talk about things in the classroom, but also believing that they shouldn't talk about it.
And as you mentioned, Claremont has this kind of something of a reputation for a little bit more conservative faculty, some conservative students. And if anyone's followed these reports before, they wouldn't have been surprised by Claremont McKenna's ranking because they've ranked well for a while now. But how did other California colleges compare?
Looking at the other California schools, all of them were ranked at the bottom of the report. So the highest ranking that another California school got was Stanford University, ranking at 75, and Chapman University ranking at 97. And they both received a grade of D minus and F, respectively. Other colleges like University of California, Los Angeles, UC San Francisco, UC Davis, all the other UCs, Cal State Fresno, all received F grades for their free speech environments. And the Center Square has reported time and time again on these college campuses either facing, lawsuits for hostility that uh, professors or students have faced. We've seen time and time again the Trump administration suing or freezing federal funding to a lot of these California schools on the basis of hostility when it comes to Jewish or Israeli students or potential claims of anti Semitism. So, this is a clear trend that we've seen for specifically California students, and which is interesting to note because the University of California, Berkeley in Northern California actually had in the 1960s a massive free speech movement where a lot of students came together, a lot of faculty and staff came together and kind of pursued this idea of free speech, of civil discourse. And now in this report, they have gotten the grade of an F for free speech. So as you can see, even talking about recent events with the horrific assassination of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk, that was at a Utah college campus event last week on September 10th. And Claremont, who is ranked number one, they in their newspaper, Claremont Independent, wrote a story about that, how students reacted to the killing of Kirk. Throughout the article, if you read it, it talks about how some students reacted, with shock and devastation and grieving and mourning, where some students kind of took to their private platform that Claremont students have, rejoicing in his assassination, displaying, happiness and gladness that this man was assassinated for essentially what colleges and schools were designed to be, which was a space for civil discourse, for free speech, exercising your First Amendment right. So, this is kind of a clear example, Eliana, of the decline we've seen in not only the censorship on college campuses for free speech, but also students engaging and wanting that censorship.
Well, Esther, thank you for your insights on this story. You can keep up with this story and more at thecentersquare.com.